Hi everybody, Justin here from Social Interactions IT Support and Management Services. I recently put out a call for people to send me their IT questions via private message on Facebook. And so today I want to go through the answers to those questions and also put a call out for any more questions that you may have that we can answer in an upcoming episode of what we're calling Ask SI, Ask Social Interactions. So the first question that I got was actually two questions, and the first one was regarding a laptop that this person had that's about 5 years old now. It's running 4 gig of RAM, and they're finding that when they're running a couple of apps and they're running their browser, it's chewing up that RAM, it's chewing up that memory to the point where it's actually randomly restarting itself or shutting itself down. So the first thing I'll say to that is a computer should never just randomly shut itself down. If it's shutting itself down, it means that there's something wrong. So either something's faulty with the memory perhaps, or the CPU may be overheating and so it's shutting itself down. Either way, the best thing you can probably do is get that computer to a repair shop as soon as possible to have them have a look at it. Now, it may be that given the age of the computer, given that it's 5 years old now, it may just be beyond its serviceable age, if you like. It may be beyond its useful age. It may be possible to upgrade the RAM on that computer and extend that out a little bit. But saying that, a 5-year-old computer these days, there's nothing that a 5-year-old computer will be able to do better than a new computer, spec for spec, dollar for dollar. It may be more economically viable just to purchase a new computer. The second question from that particular person was with regards to a computer that is 4 years old and it's running really, really slowly. And so there's a few things that you can do to help your computer and to try and speed that up a little bit and get some of that speed back again. The first one is to make sure that you always have somewhere between 10 and 20% free space on your hard drive. So if you have lots of photos on your computer, if you have lots of files or documents that you need access to but you don't need access to every day, perhaps move some of those onto an external hard drive to free up some space. Another thing you can do is there's a tool on Windows called Disk Cleanup. So if you just hit the window in the bottom left-hand corner and type in Disk Cleanup, it'll bring up a Disk Cleanup tool. It will delete any temporary files that should be deleted every time you restart your computer, but sometimes they're not. It will delete any update files that have downloaded but haven't been deleted from your computer. It'll delete any temporary internet files and go through and try and clear up some space on your hard drive for you. The third thing you can do is to edit the programs and the processes that run when you start your computer. Now, I wouldn't recommend you do this if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not comfortable and knowledgeable with what you're doing, because you may end up killing a process that actually needs to run. So, but if you are comfortable doing it, there's a tool in Windows that you can use to make sure that certain processes don't start. And generally these are things like update tools for programs that you may have installed, or your antivirus. You'll find your antivirus in there. I'm not saying take your antivirus out of that, but your antivirus will be in there somewhere. If you run Java, there'll be a Java updater in there. And some of those are tools that you don't need every day. You don't need running in the background all of the time, so you can disable them. But again, it's something that you should only do if you're comfortable and if you know exactly what you're doing. Another thing that you can do is temporarily take your computer off the network, unplug your computer from the internet, any wireless networks that you have or what have you, and disable your antivirus. Some antiviruses, especially on a computer that's now 4 years old, will be very heavy on system resources. So if you temporarily disable your antivirus and you find that your computer speeds up a bit, then you may need to look at purchasing a different antivirus solution or a lighter antivirus solution to run on your computer all of the time. Make sure you re-enable your antivirus before you connect your computer back up to the internet or what have you though. just to maintain your security. The last option, and it's really the nuclear option, if you like, is to take a complete backup of your hard drive, reformat it, delete everything, reformat your hard drive, reinstall Windows, and start from scratch again. And like I say, that's really the last resort. But again, given that the computer is now 4 years old, it may be just that the computer's getting old, and it's time to start looking at buying a new computer and replacing that old computer. The next question I got was with regards to getting files and photos off an Android phone, in this case a Huawei P9, onto a Mac computer. And for those of you who don't know, Mac and Google or Android, not the best of friends. So if you plug an Android phone into a Mac computer, it doesn't automatically recognize it. You can't just transfer files like you can with an Android and a Windows computer. So there's a third-party tool that's available. It's called Android File Transfer. So if you go to android.com/file transfer, you'll be able to download the free app. And what will happen is every time you plug your Android phone into your Mac computer and tell your Android phone that you want to use it to transfer files, that third-party app will open up and you can transfer files from your Android phone to your Mac computer. You can't open any files on your Android phone from within your Mac like you can on a Windows computer, but you can transfer it so then you can open it on your Mac. Another option is if you have an Android phone, then more than likely you have a Gmail account or a Google account, and you more than likely have Google Photos on your phone, and you more than likely have Google Drive on your phone. The easiest way to get documents synced across from your phone to your computer and any other device, if you like, is to make use of that account and to make use of those apps and put Google Photos on your Mac and put Google Drive on your Mac and simply sync your files and sync your photos across that way. Google Photos offers unlimited storage at reasonable quality. I think it's at 16 megapixel quality, and video up to 1080p, and it's unlimited storage. So if you're comfortable using the Google storage services, and some people aren't, but if you are, then that's probably an easier solution, because then you can actually get it. You can get those files on any device you use. If you use a second or a third different computer or a second or a third different phone or what have you, you'll be able to get all of those files and all of those photos on all of those devices. So that were the questions that came through, and I hope that's answered some of if anybody out there is having similar problems with their computers or has similar questions, you have an Android phone and a Mac computer and you want to get your files from one to the other, I hope that's answered those questions for you. If you do have any other questions, let us know, put them in the comments below or send me a private message, and I'll answer the private messages straight away. And I'll aim to get a video out with those answers at least once a week to share those with the community. So once again, I'm Justin. I'm with Social Interactions IT Management and Support, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.